Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, shloka number 24. Achchhedyo adāhyo akledyo śhoṣhya evacha nityaḥ sarva-gataḥ achalo sanātanaḥ. Supreme Lord Shri Krishna says, this Atma cannot be cut, nor burnt, nor moistened, nor dried up. It is eternal, all-pervading, stable, immovable, and ancient. The point about immortality is again being driven home here. It is not enough to just communicate perfect knowledge for that knowledge to be effective. It must penetrate deeply into the student's heart. In Shloka-23, we have seen the end of the distinction made between the transient body and the eternal Atma. Now again in 24 and 25 shlokas together, the Gita gives its definitive description of Atma. The 5 elements can only affect the body because it is composed of the 5 elements. The self or Atma is not a composition. In the previous shloka, Lord highlighted that none of the 5 elements have the capacity to inflict any damage to Atma. Here, he is stating a little differently by saying it cannot be cut, it cannot be burnt, it cannot be drowned, it cannot be dried, and he is stressing the point that Atma is not an object that can be perceived. Shri Krishna has used the word I am in this shloka, referring to self-evident Atma. Atma is self-evident or swata-siddha. How? Whenever I am making the statements as I am hungry, I am happy, I am old, I am young, I am receiving it, etc., the phrase I am refers to the self-evident Atma. Each of the references we make as hungry, happy, old, young, receiving it, denote the layers we have put onto ourselves. The layers are gross body layer, annamaya kosha, vital forces layer, pranamaya kosha, mind and memory layer, manomaya kosha, mind plus intellect plus ego layer, vijnanamaya kosha, and anandamaya kosha. When I refer to my body, it is constantly changing. How was I last year? I am not the same this year. But I am referring to this ever-changing entity as me. Like this, I am referring to all other layers and thus have developed a wrong identity through wrong notions. The very purpose of human life is to work on removing this wrong notion, which is the very reason for all our seeming challenges. In this shloka, this knowledge is being given by the Lord about who we are. We are the self-evident Atma, which is described here as nityaḥ or changeless, sarva-gataḥ, all-pervading, which means locationless or not bound by time and space. Extending sarva-gataḥ, the next one is that Atma is sthāṇur, stable. Stability comes from the fact that it is not limited by space. So it is achala, immovable. Movement is from place A to place B. As Atma is not limited by space, it is immovable, extending the concept that Atma is not limited by time. Atma becomes sanātanaḥ or eternal. So Atma has been available in the past, in the present, and in the future as well. It is important to note the style in which Gita summarizes and emphasizes the doctrinal statements at the end of every major explanation. It helps the learners to distinguish the pure teaching and illustrates how distinct is the eternal truth. The Lord will now question Arjuna as to why he should grieve if he has the knowledge about one's true nature, which we will see in the next shloka. Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.